What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Crypto Quandary News. This is a little series I'm going to start doing once a week or once a month or something like that, whenever I have time to get on here, and just sharing the key points in cryptocurrency news. So, right off of the bat, I have the coin market cap here pulled up. I'll refresh it. It's up to date. Now, right off the bat, you're looking at, right now, we're looking at a roughly $3,800 Bitcoin. Ethereum sitting at about $150. XRP is sitting at 35 cents, which it actually, I don't know if you guys have known, if you haven't been following it, Ethereum is back obviously in place number 2. So Bitcoin Cash is sitting at $156. You have EOS at $265, Stellar at 11 cents. Tether is still sitting there at 102. Litecoin is at 31.51 right now. We have Bitcoin SV coming in at 85.86. And Tron is, sorry, let me get rid of this here. There was something to mess it up. All right, so Tron is sitting there at 2 cents. Now, if at last year's prices around this time or a little before this, back in December of 2017, so I mean, that's when Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies took their run up. So on the down, I mean, these are great prices if you're looking to sit there, buy them, and hold them. When will the next bull run be? Nobody knows. I guess we'll find out soon, hopefully sooner than later. But some of the news articles I wanted to get into were, number one is Overstock, first major company to pay state tax in Bitcoin. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Overstock.com is going to pay their taxes, the state taxes, in Bitcoin. Pretty huge. So, add all right. Online retail giant Overstock will become the first major U.S. company to pay part of its 2019 Ohio state business taxes in Bitcoin. And if you guys have been following crypto news here and there, Ohio was the first state to offer that. And it says pay part of its 2019 Ohio state taxes. So it's not going to be all of it, but that's still big. Overstock, which has a blockchain business division, said the move is part of its ongoing efforts to promote cryptocurrency use. I'm not going to read everything here. I'll kind of, sift around. And I will post these links in the description on the video. So if you guys want to come back and check them out, you can read it more, go more in depth and detail into it. The CEO, Patrick Byron, I don't want to pronounce that wrong, but looks like I'm going to, praised Ohio and its treasurer, Josh Mandel, for making Ohio the first U.S. state to accept Bitcoin for tax payments. I mean, that's huge for anybody who's really following the cryptocurrency revolution, I guess. That's big. So they're proud to partner with forward-thinking governments and officials like Ohio and Treasurer Mandel to help usher in an era of trust through technology for our nation's essential financial systems. Byrne remarked in a statement. All right, so Overstock will use Bitcoin to pay its Ohio commercial activity taxes in February 2019. The company has long been a corporate pioneer for crypto. In 2014, Overstock became the first major retailer to allow customers to pay for their online purchases using cryptocurrency. So that was in 2014 it started. So people have been paying for cryptocurrency, been paying with cryptocurrency on Overstock.com for years. So we're in 2019 now. Let's just say they did it in January of 2014. I mean, you're looking at 5 years. People have been using cryptocurrency on Overstock.com. However, I believe let's take a quick look. Let's see. How many people use cryptocurrency? So we're looking at less than 8% of Americans own cryptocurrencies. So once more and more people decide to start buying and using and just storing and learning about cryptocurrency, because I wouldn't say just go and buy it. I mean, learn about it, learn about the blockchain, learn about what it does. There's also past videos I've done on it. I did a collaboration with, it's more like an interview. I did an interview with R.L. Breyer. Goes also by John Liberty on his book, and it's all about the blockchain, Project Renaissance. There's a lot in there. So if you're really new to cryptocurrency, that's a good book to pick up, and it's fairly inexpensive as well, especially if you hold cryptocurrency. A lot of people get into crypto and they just hold it because it's an investment. But if you really want to start learning about it and the blockchain and the history of it, I would highly suggest picking up a copy of his book. I'll post that in the description as well, just in case you want to grab that. So in October 2018, Medici Ventures invested $6 million in Minds, which is a blockchain-based social media network that claims to be an alternative to Facebook, which there are a couple of these out there besides just that one. I know there's a couple that are on the blockchain right now that are similar to Facebook. Some of them have some bugs they're working on getting out and everything. But the blockchain revolution has a greater potential than anything we've seen in history. Bigger than the internet revolution, Burns said. Blockchain revolution, blockchain technology, it has a lot of potential. A lot of things can be done on the blockchain. As you can see, people are paying their taxes with Bitcoin now in Ohio. I'm just going to say, go ahead and research it, look up blockchain. Just type in the word on Google, blockchain, and go from there. Or go ahead and, check out R.L. Breyer's book. It was really informative, and you can learn a lot from it if you're new to crypto. You can learn a lot from it. Even if you're not. I mean, I had an idea of what the blockchain was and all that, and before I read his book, and then just the history it's a really good read. Check it out. So the second one I was going to go into was someone paid for half of an $84,000 car with Ethereum. Now Ethereum, like we just said, okay, was sitting at $148. Let's see if the date's on here when he purchased it yesterday, so the 3rd. So Ethereum was sitting around $153, if I'm not mistaken, between $150 and $154. That's a lot of Ethereum, guys. That's I don't even have to say that. I know your mind's probably blown at how much Ethereum that is. If each one's $150, and he paid half, $42,000. That's crazy. So let's get into this. It says in a first of its kind transaction in Singapore yesterday, and this was Singapore, business development manager David Lau used cryptocurrency to pay for half of the cost of a new car. 27 years old. Bought a Honda Vezel for $84,000 using $10,000 worth of Ethereum. A cryptocurrency he's been investing in for about 2 years to pay the deposit, the crossover car. Okay, so here it is. He will be paying another $32,000 worth of Ethereum in the next 3 weeks and financing the remaining $42,000 with a bank loan. Now, what may work out in his favor is if Ethereum skyrockets within those 3 weeks, that's less Ethereum he has to hand out. So props to him. Hope it works out in his favor. And Ethereum is one of those cryptocurrencies that they build smart contracts on. So basically, that's a lot on the blockchain. I'm telling you, there's a lot going on with it. So if you're curious of what Ethereum is, if you're new, check it out. Just type in Ethereum and smart contracts in Google, and just check it out and see what you can muster up and learn. Cryptocurrency is a digital currency that operates independently of a central bank. Its value is determined largely by speculation-driven demand, making it volatile and unpredictable. Exactly what I just said. If it takes a moonshot for some reason, the Ethereum, and it ends up being $1,000 per coin in the next 3 weeks. Now, I'm not saying that. That's just a whim. It is not saying that it's going to do that, that it's not. I'm just saying, like, anything is possible in this world, as we know. So what I'm saying is, if it ever did, if it ended up being $1,000, that's a lot less coins he'd have, it's a lot less coins he'd have to hand out, or units, or whatever you want to call it. Speaking to the new paper yesterday, Mr. Lau said he has about $50,000 worth of cryptocurrency. So that's $50,000 worth of cryptocurrency, not just Ethereum, which is still huge. It's a lot. He started with $500 in 2017 and invested more over time. And he's buying the vehicle for his father, so that's really nice of him. Mr. Lau bought the car from MHG Cars, a dealership that started operations on December 18th. If you guys are familiar with John Kim, he's part of the Litecoin Foundation, and he runs around and tries to get the adoption going and getting more people to use Litecoin, to actually use it. If you look here, it says this is a new company. Mr. Lau bought it. The dealership started operations on December 18th. So it seems like, this new dealership may be looking to, it says right here, company director Lydia Ang, 35, said it is the only dealership in Singapore to accept crypto payments. Maybe a nice niche market now, but I believe this is going to be a major thing in the future. So basically, this is the first one of many, hopefully. But that's what John Kim does. He runs around and, just basically explains cryptocurrency, the pros, the cons, everything, and, tries to get more people on board with it, specifically Litecoin. So, yeah, it lowers the cost for them and provides customers more options for payment by using cryptocurrency. So using cryptocurrency cuts down the transaction fees too. Credit card transaction fees are about 3 cents. Fees are about 3%. Oh, 3%. It's the space in there. It's throwing me off. Well, the transaction fee for cryptocurrency is about 1%. I mean, that's a big difference. If you can get away with paying, with having a 1% fee instead of a 3% fee on something like that, then I mean, why not? I'm sure they're going to have a ton of customers. They'll save themselves money and give customers an opportunity to use different types of currency to pay for their goods with, or in this case, vehicles. So. All right, I'm going to move on to the next one. Again, I'll put this link in the description for you guys, so you can check it out and read into it more if you'd like to. Moving on. NASDAQ. This is a big one. Tesla and other NASDAQ stocks to be tokenized on Ethereum are set to boost crypto exposure in 2019. This is a big one. Well, apparently, Tron releases DAP Weekly Report. Justin Sun hails a successful year. All right. Good for Justin Sun. BitTorrent token unveiled will launch exclusively on Binance Launchpad. All right. Like more news to get into later at another time. So, a new cryptocurrency exchange dubbed DX.Exchange is launching in Estonia next week, which, according to Bloomberg, aims to revolutionize traditional stock marketplaces. Easy access to NASDAQ company shares with DX.Exchange. While they will offer cryptocurrency purchase and conversion capabilities, and it will also enable users to acquire shares of 10 renowned NASDAQ-listed companies in the form of tokenized securities. DX Exchange will enable non-American investors to conveniently buy the shares of Apple, Facebook, and Tesla. Apple, Facebook, and Tesla, amongst others, as the assets are held by MPS, or Marketplace Securities Ltd., company that operates under the umbrella of the Cypriot financial regulators. Holders will be entitled to the same rights as in traditional markets as regular shares back the tokenized assets. It's pretty wild, guys. Trading tokenized securities in compliance with regulatory authorities. DX Exchange's representatives expect that the offering of the Ethereum-based tokenized assets will have tremendous benefits and will become widely popular as investors will be able to trade them even after the exchange's working hours. That's pretty huge because, I mean, on the stocks, you can't, on the stock market, you can't, once it's closed, it's closed. You know, you can put certain orders on, I guess, and then you have to wait until it opens up again, but that's huge. So basically that's what cryptocurrency is. I mean, you can trade all hours of the night. You can buy whenever you want. You don't have to wait for anything to open. You know, worry about it closing. We saw a huge market opportunity. In tokenizing existing securities. We believe that this is the beginning of the traditional markets merge with blockchain technology. Freaking knew it. This is going to open a whole new world of trading securities, old and new alike. So basically, everything is going to merge, supposedly. Again, you know, we can't say that now until we see more of this going on and happening. But, oh boy. Skowronski assured investors that they shouldn't be concerned about regulatory bodies like SEC, as DX.Exchange is not incorporated in the U.S. DX.Exchange is licensed by the Estonian Financial Intelligence Unit and compliant with the European MiFID II directive. Again, I have to research that. It has offices in Estonia and Israel and is fully authorized to operate in the European Union. All right, then. DX Exchange aims to offer tokenized assets from every major stock exchange worldwide. That's huge. The tokenization of assets is one of the latest trends in the sphere of blockchain technology. Again, right back to blockchain technology. Take these words right here and put it into Google and start reading if you have no idea, because, oh boy. The understanding of the advantages of permanently recording any sort of transaction in a public ledger has led numerous industries to explore ways to migrate their operations in a blockchain. The NASDAQ company's listing is expected to act as a test bed for DX Exchange, as its future plans include the expansion to other key markets such as the New York Stock Exchange, Tokyo, and Hong Kong. All right, well, that's big, guys. So if you guys want to check these out, read them for yourselves, you know, I highly suggest that, you know, you guys, if you're into cryptocurrency, go ahead and check them out, read into them more, type in Google, go on and check out blockchain technology. Just look at the definition of blockchain and what it is. I have another video explaining a little bit about that. So if you want to go back and check that out. Before I leave, we'll hit up the cryptocurrency coin market cap here, and I will refresh it. So we got 37.88, and now we got 37.91. We went up, but like I said, gonna go up. If you're really brand new to investments and stocks and everything and cryptocurrency and charting and all that, it's going to fluctuate. It fluctuates all day, every day. You don't see, it's going to do that. So we will have a Crypto Johnny channel. We'll have a TA pretty soon, technical chart analyst. He'll be on here. Hopefully I'll be getting on a video with him once a month, and we'll be going over, probably most likely whatever's in the top 10 here. One of the coins that I really like that the both of us really like, we were looking at was Zcash, just because of what it is. And I am a huge fan of Ethereum Classic. Something to look into, Ethereum Classic. Check out their white paper. I'll put that in the description as well, in the link, or in the description. So I'll post a link in the description. But yeah, Zcash and Ethereum Classic. I'm big on Ethereum Classic. I like what they're all. I love their white paper. Just check it out. Give it a read. It's not that long of a read either. Everything is put together really nice, so you can just kind of scroll on down while you're reading it and just continue on with it. So, but yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it. If you want me to continue with these, maybe 3 articles a week or a month or something like that, I'll try to go weekly, just depending on time. But yeah, we'll definitely have a charting analysis once a month. Starting this month, we'll do the first one this month. And if you guys have any questions or need anything from me, hit me up in the comments. All right. Have a good day.